Hi, everyone. Today's article is titled CEO Allegedly Fired for Activism. It explores the case of Ben & Jerry's CEO, who was reportedly removed for supporting social justice causes. This story blends corporate structure, business values, and questions of independence. Let's take a closer look. Let's pause for a moment before we move into the article. Stories like this often reveal more than they seem. They raise questions about how we act, what we value, and what we pass on to the next generation. Our theme is business versus beliefs. In a globalized economy, companies face increasing pressure to define their values publicly. But when corporate values clash with shareholder expectations or political controversy, tough decisions follow. This article raises important questions about leadership, integrity, and the limits of corporate activism. Do you think companies should take public stances on political or social issues? Why or why not? That's a complicated question. On one hand, I do think businesses need to be clear about their values, especially if those values are already part of their identity. But I also understand that speaking out on social or political issues can be risky. It might cause backlash or alienate some customers. Still, I believe silence is not always neutral. In times of injustice, not saying anything can feel like taking the wrong side. So yes, companies should take a stance if they do it thoughtfully. It should be authentic and consistent, not just a marketing strategy. In the case of Ben & Jerry's, their activism is part of their brand history, not a sudden PR move. If a company's beliefs are real and well communicated, they can even build deeper trust with their audience. Taking a stand won't always please everyone, but it shows integrity. In the long run, that kind of courage may be more valuable than short-term popularity. Now, to understand this article better, we need to familiarize ourselves with key vocabulary. We'll go over 3 important expressions, learn their meanings, and see them in action with example sentences. Let's start with the word ouster. It refers to the removal of someone from a position, especially through force or controversy. In the article, it describes the CEO's sudden removal from Ben & Jerry's. Here's an example. The ouster of the company's founder shocked investors and staff alike. Next is the verb acquiesce. It means to accept or comply with something without protest. In the article, Unilever claimed the CEO acquiesced to the social mission board's demands. Here's an example. She didn't agree with the changes, but she acquiesced to keep the peace. Finally, let's look at moot point. It refers to an issue that no longer matters or is no longer relevant. The article calls Ben & Jerry's current alignment with Unilever a moot point due to the upcoming spin-off. Here's an example. After the policy change, whether we agree or not has become a moot point. Now that we've explored the main themes and vocabulary, let's reinforce our understanding with a summary dictation exercise. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. CEOs are usually fired for poor financial results or ethical scandals, but the CEO of Ben & Jerry's was allegedly let go for a very different reason. Unilever, Ben & Jerry's parent company, allegedly faulted the CEO for going along with the social and political activism recommended by Ben & Jerry's independent board of directors. This independent board is an important part of the company's culture of supporting causes it considers important, such as helping refugees and protecting the environment. Let's check the answers and review what each word means. The first answer is ethical. It refers to following moral principles in decision-making. The second is allegedly. This means something is claimed without definite proof. The third is activism. It refers to efforts to bring about political or social change. The fourth is causes. These are issues or movements people support passionately. The last answer is refugees. This word refers to people forced to leave their home country due to danger or war. We've explored how a CEO can be removed for aligning with company values and how corporate structure may clash with social missions. This article makes us reflect on business, leadership, and the price of standing firm. So let's end with a broader question. Some people say companies should only focus on profits, not political or social issues. What is your opinion on this? I look forward to hearing your views during our review session. Until then, stay thoughtful.